There are bases around the world where the quiet ones walk unseen, where uniforms fade into the background, where past lives hide behind side jobs, laundry, logistics, kitchens, maintenance. Sometimes those quiet ones carry histories heavier than rucks, but no one notices. Not until the day everything changes. This is one of those stories. Fort Halston isn't glamorous. It's a refit hub. More wrenches than rifles, more supply crates than battle reports. Dusty, loud, hot in the day, cold at night. This is where Sergeant First Class Mara Ellison works in the Uniform Services and Awards Office, the most overlooked building on base. She repairs uniforms, replaces patches, sorts medals for ceremonies, hemlines and thread, nothing heroic. To most soldiers, she's SFC Ellison, the quiet patch lady. To a few junior troops, she's a nobody in a dead-end office. But there are rumors. Rumors about the rack of medals in her locked drawer. Rumors about a silver star she supposedly never earned. Rumors that she falsified her service record before getting reassigned. No one knows the truth, but it's easier to believe rumors than to ask. Mara keeps her head down. She doesn't argue. She doesn't defend, because this is her penance, her self-inflicted exile, and she accepts it. It starts on a Wednesday morning, humid, fluorescent lit, slow-moving. 3 soldiers from Bravo Company barge into the uniform office. Privates Morales, Teagan, and Knox, young, loud, too proud for their rank. Morales tosses a dress uniform on the counter. "Need this fixed by today?" he says, not bothering to look at her. "It's for the battalion ceremony. Don't screw it up." Teagan snorts. "She won't. She knows medals." "Hell, she makes her own, right, Sarge?" Knox laughs and taps the top button of his uniform. "You gonna pin another silver star on this? Maybe a Medal of Honor while you're at it?" Mara looks up slowly. She doesn't flinch, doesn't scowl, just says quietly, "Leave the uniform. I'll have it ready by 1500. Teagan leans forward, voice low but sharp. "Come on, Sarge. You gonna tell us which craft store you buy your medals from?" Morales snaps a photo of her desk drawer, the one that stays locked. "Bet the whole thing's cosplay. You look too soft to have earned real combat hardware." Mara freezes. Not from fear, from memory. Sand, smoke, a Black Hawk tail section sticking out of a hillside, men screaming, her old call sign, Valkyrie 2, but she only says, without a tremor, "Please leave." The soldiers laugh and swagger out. The door closes, the room falls silent, and Mara Ellison keeps sewing. That night, the documentary voiceover returns. Mara Ellison served 12 years in U.S. Army Special Operations. She was a team leader in the 160th SOAR Regiment. Night Stalkers, the elite helicopter crews who fly into places others can't. Her file shows combat deployments no one talks about publicly. Her medals are real. Her guilt is realer. In Afghanistan, her Black Hawk was hit during insertion. The co-pilot died. Her crew chief lost both legs. Mara blames herself, not the RPG, not the mission, not fate. She put in a transfer request the next day. Now she hides in a room full of fabric and thread, invisible, forgettable, exactly how she wants it. 3 days later, Fort Halston wakes to the sound of routine, forklifts beeping, trucks idling, a helicopter thumping in the distance. Then, 1158 hours, a sharp whistle, a shockwave, a thunderous boom that rattles windows, incoming rocket. Then another, and another. The base erupts into chaos. Alarms blare. "Incoming! Incoming! Take cover!" Soldiers sprint for bunkers. Dust clouds burst upward. Shrapnel whistles past barracks walls. Mara freezes in the doorway of her office, not out of fear, out of calculation. Her eyes sweep the courtyard. One rocket has struck near the motor pool, another near the water plant. But the third, it's hit the communications hub. Smoke pours out. Flames licking the roof. Radios across base go dead, and Mara feels something she hasn't felt in years. Instinct overriding self-punishment. A squad from Bravo Company storms into view. Their lieutenant, fresh-faced, overwhelmed, tries to coordinate with dead comms. "Damn it, we've lost the relay antenna. We can't reach command." Private Knox points at Mara, who's jogging toward the smoke. "Hey, patch lady, get back. This is an active fire zone." Another rocket slams into the far fence line and knocks several soldiers to the ground. Mara doesn't stop. Knox grabs her arm. "Are you deaf?" I said. She twists gently. Yet he's on his knees before he knows what happened. A clean, controlled wrist lock. Special Forces training. No hesitation. Every soldier around her just stares. Even Knox can't speak. Mara releases him, voice steady. You have wounded at the relay site. Someone needs to put out that fire or we lose the backup generator, and you, she points at the lieutenant, need your command net back up. The lieutenant blinks, stunned. How the hell do you— I need 3 fire extinguishers, 2 men and your quickest runner, now. On whose authority, he demands. Mara looks him dead in the eyes. On the authority of someone who doesn't want your people dead. He hesitates only a second before shouting, You heard her! Move! The heat near the communications hub is blistering. Smoke pours from the smashed doorway. Electrical cables spark. Fuel drips from a ruptured generator tank. 2 soldiers lie on the ground, one unconscious, one groaning. Mara drops to her knees. Check their pulses. Move them behind cover. Don't drag. Lift. The lieutenant stares. How do you know all this? Mara ignores him. She pushes deeper inside the burning building. The roof creaks. Dust rains down. The fire is eating the wiring rack, 1 spark away from a full explosion. She finds the backup antenna relay, a blackened steel box connected to a shredded cable. Beyond repair. Unless— She climbs over debris, rips open a wall panel, and pulls out an emergency fiber spool. Bravo Company soldiers watch her in disbelief. One whispers, Who is she? Outside, the lieutenant tries his handheld again. Static. Nothing. The base is deaf. Inside the burning hub, Mara connects the fiber manually, bypassing 3 relays, 2 switches, and an entire junction panel. She works fast, hands steady, despite flames licking the ceiling. She wipes soot off her face, grabs the mic, and transmits, Halston command. This is Relay Charlie. Backup link restored. How copy? Crackling. Then a voice. Copy loud and clear. Who is this? Mara hesitates. Old habits, old ghosts. But she finally answers, SFC Mara Ellison, formerly Valkyrie 2. Silence. Then, Ellison, stand by. Within seconds, fire trucks and medics flood the area. The backup generator clicks to life. Radios across base spring back into operation. Operations command regains coordination. Bravo Company's lieutenant turns to Mara. Your Valkyrie 2? As in the Valkyrie 2? The one from— She cuts him off. Help the injured. There will be more rockets. Command warns of another incoming barrage. Soldiers take positions. Machine gun teams set up at the perimeter. Medics prepare stretchers. Fire crews brace for new impacts. Mara looks toward the motor pool. Fuel trucks are parked in the open. One rocket there would turn the base into a fireball. She runs. Morales sees her sprinting and shouts, Hey, Patch Lady! Where the hell do you think you're going? She doesn't stop. 2 mechanics are trapped under an overturned ATV, smoke rising from ruptured fuel lines. Mara dives beneath the frame, checks the fuel leak, and shouts, I need lifting jacks. Now! Morales stares at her. We don't have time. The fire's spreading. Mara's voice turns cold, commanding, like a leader used to being obeyed. There is always time for your people. Morales freezes, then sprints for the equipment cage. With the jack in place, Mara coordinates. On my count, lift. 1, 2, go. They haul both mechanics clear moments before flames engulf the ATV. Morales gasps, shaking. How did you— Mara doesn't answer. Another explosion echoes from the east fence. She's already moving. By now, half the base knows. The quiet uniform repairwoman is saving the entire installation. Command vehicles roar through the smoke, and stepping out of the lead Humvee, Lieutenant General Harland Pierce, 3-star, legendary. Known across special operations circles, he walks straight toward the comms hub, sees Mara, stops. The entire crowd watches. Bravo Company, medics, MPs, fire crews. General Pierce approaches slowly, then snaps a crisp salute. It's been a long time, Valkyrie 2. Gasps ripple across the courtyard. Morales nearly drops his rifle. Knox goes pale. Tegan mutters, Holy sh— Mara returns the salute, reluctantly. Sir, the general speaks loudly enough for everyone to hear. Your actions today prevented catastrophic loss of life. You restored comms under fire. You led troops without hesitation, as expected from someone with your record. He looks directly at the crowd, the same soldiers who mocked her. For those unaware, he says, Sergeant First Class Ellison flew more high-risk Night Stalker missions than anyone here. She is a Silver Star recipient, wounded in action, and personally responsible for saving 12 American lives during Operation Hawk's Gate. Silence. Heavy, humbling. General Pierce continues. And anyone who doubted her service, consider yourselves corrected. No anger, just truth. Mara's eyes drop, not in shame, in grief. The general's voice softens, private now. You can stop hiding, Mara. You've paid enough. But she whispers, I don't do this for medals anymore, sir. I know, he says. You do it for your people. That's why you're still the best. The rockets stop, fires are contained, casualties are treated. As the adrenaline fades, soldiers gather around Mara, not out of curiosity, out of respect. Morales steps forward. Ma'am, I'm sorry, for everything. We didn't know. Mara puts a hand on his shoulder. You don't have to know someone's past to treat them with dignity. Tegan swallows. You saved our lives. I saved all our lives, she corrects gently, including mine. Even Knox forces out. If you need anything, I owe you. General Pierce stands before the formation at dusk. He pins a fresh commendation ribbon onto Mara's uniform, fire-damaged, soot-streaked. Not flashy, not dramatic, just honest. He says, for extraordinary bravery, decisive leadership, and the prevention of massive casualties during today's attack. Sergeant First Class Mara Ellison is hereby recognized and restored to full standing. Mara's eyes widen. Sir, restored? He smiles. Your self-imposed exile ends today. I'm requesting your transfer back to Special Operations Aviation Command. You're needed. She looks at the rows of soldiers, the ones who mocked her, the ones who now see her. Really see her, she takes a breath. I'll go, she says quietly, but only if you let me finish fixing these uniforms for tomorrow. The general laughs, still humble as ever. Some heroes wear medals quietly, some hide their past to escape their ghosts. Some serve in silence until destiny drags them back into the fire. On that day at Fort Halston, a woman once dismissed as a nobody saved an entire base, not for recognition, not for redemption, but because courage doesn't vanish. It only waits. And when the moment came, Mara Ellison stepped forward. Not the patch lady, not the forgotten soldier. Valkyrie too, Night Stalker, leader, warrior, respected at last, not because of the medal she wore, but because of the lives she saved.